Right, so customs has been done and we're in Hudsons now. So breakfast. And don't be afraid, like if you don't see something that you particularly want on their set a la carte, just make it up, which is I did. So I've got poached eggs, breakfast potatoes, I ordered an extra side of mushrooms and tomato, and then from their bagel salmon option, I just popped that on there. So now I end up with my poached eggs and some salmon with a few little extras. It smells delicious, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. Alright, so breakfast done in Hudsons. I'm going to go and check out a few things and then think about heading out to St. Thomas. Excited to step off the ship. It's been been like 5-6 days, so it'd be nice to be on terra firma. Right, so we cleared customs, we had breakfast, leisurely time. It didn't take us long at all, so we're going to head off the ship now. Timestamp is not even 9 o'clock in the morning, so
pretty good.
I know those that from the EU countries are having a way harder time. Customs is really backed up. My brother and his wife have been in the queue for over an hour now, and that's just not moving, so they're a little frustrated. I know other people are, but for us US citizens, sorry, piece of cake.
There's very few Americans on the ship, so we just all went as a group, basically.
Yep, got off, so let's go explore St. Thomas.
All right, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And it really didn't take us long to get off the ship. Because it was going to be such a short visit here at St. Thomas, we decided we would just stay in the port itself and just sort of show you what's available, shops, browsing, maybe a few places to grab a bite to eat or a cold drink. There's still plenty to do, so you don't have to leave. It's now like 9:05. Of note, it is absolutely scorchio, which St. Thomas normally is. So make sure you got your sunscreen. I've seen people buying hats because they come out without them. And yeah, it's hot. It's going to just get hotter and hotter. Of note, there is a United States Post Office here at the port. Does priority mail, so if you want to buy stuff and send it back home rather than carrying it, you can set it up from here, which is good. The famous Smoking Rooster Barbecue, which is located here at the port. This place we've eaten at several times. It's obviously early today, so it's not open at the moment. I don't believe so anyway. I can certainly smell some lovely stuff emanating from it. Maybe we'll check it out later. From where we're docked, we're now just walking down the main road here, and this will take us to one of the other shopping areas in the port. So if you don't want to leave the port, you don't have an excursion planned, there's quite a lot to do just to cruise around. There's places to eat, drink, and yeah. So you don't feel like you need to leave the port if you don't have the means to or time. So as you can see, you have all the Pandora and Cariola, all the jewellery places that you see at most of the ports here as well. And they're all set up in these cute little shops. Some of them have air conditioning, which is also nice because it can, give you a little relief from everything. Oh, big Crocs store. Let's go take a look. As you walk up from where you enter into the main street area, you come to the end of this first row of jewelers and t-shirt shops. And at the end is where you will find the place to pick the taxis up. So across there is where you get the taxis from. And basically, they will, you tell them where you want to go, and they'll assign you a particular, it's like a jeepney type thing situation, and you will be shared with up to another 20 other people, and they'll take you to your various destinations, and then they'll pick you up at a designated time. To give you an idea of prices, as of November 2023, and you can see what they're charging basically. And at the back of the taxi area you will find some public restrooms as well, just an FYI. On a previous stop at St. Thomas, we'd had a much longer time there, so we actually rented a Jeep and did like a self-guided tour around St. Thomas. Had a brilliant time. If that's something that you feel you might be interested in, I'm going to include the link below, so do check it out.
Alright. See NCL sky behind us. We're docked here in St. Thomas. Beautiful.
Finished our lunch at the Indulge, about an hour from sail away, so we shall pop back to our room for a little bit and then find a good spot for sail away, because it's a beautiful place to sail away from St. Thomas. So let's make this happen. Alright, so we are pulling out slowly but surely. We are just spinning around, and there's the Norwegian Pearl pulling away.
Doing a U-turn.
Yeah. It's a bit tight, isn't it? Tight quarters.
It's just a bunch of small ships in the way.
Yeah. Just got to be a bit careful. It's beautiful. Let me take a picture of the pearl. Sailing away from St. Thomas and heading to the Dominican Republic. It'll be an overnight sailing. I think we're due to dock at like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. Heading into Hudsons for a spot of dinner. End up the day after a busy day in, not so busy actually. Let's see if we got a table for 6. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, hi. Alright, let's see how it goes. Look at the menu for tonight. I don't think we've seen this one, you always get the same classics though.
Are you expecting coming somebody?
No. Yeah. was a fabulous meal at the Hudsons. Really, really good, actually. Another night at 6. We have the sofa. Woo!
Wow.
Well, hello. What? It's daily wrap time.
Daily wrap.
Wow. The day after Thanksgiving.
Recovery day.
Recovery day. We,
What?
well, we went to
Hudson's and had breakfast.
We had a proper breakfast. Yes.
Quite nice. There's sometimes nothing like that because you can get an omelet there, which sometimes I want an omelet where she wants a shakshuka or whatever it is.
Yeah, shakshuka.
That potato, it was like tomatoey thing, whatever.
With poached eggs.
Yeah, but you can always mix and match and make your own dishes, so remember that.
And then, because we were coming into the port of St. Thomas, or actually we were actually docked, to be honest with you, but before we could get off the ship, we had to do the customs thing.
Yeah, and that's like TSA American agents, policemen that check you out, give you a dot, give you that look, you know.
Yeah.
We went in line. That American line for the USA was very short. The other line was massive.
Yeah. All the international people that were non-US citizens.
2-3 hours, literally.
It was a bit of a debacle, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but we were lucky. We went early, and I anticipated that it would be a tiny line because there's not very many Americans on this cruise.
Not tons.
And sure enough, it was true. So when they did like just called excursions, so if you book, keep that in mind or get you the front of the line.
Yes.
And they called the Haven, and then boom, everybody come. We happen to be nearby, so we ran over there. Bring your passport. It's a requirement.
Didn't take long. Got processed. Got a little yellow dot stuck on our card, our sail away card, and that was it. So we were free after that.
Free. What did we do?
We got off the ship, a wander around. We had an idea to buy a few little bits and bobs. I have to say it was very hot. It was really scorchio.
She's always scorchios, but it's summer-like here. Yeah. So keep it in mind. It's like Florida in the dead of summer, so it's very humid. Yeah, wear a hat, bring an umbrella, drink water, do all those things. So.
And a lot of people, because they were delayed so much, weren't able to really go off and explore much. So we did what we did, and then we went back to the ship.
I think we had 1:30 all aboard, so
yeah,
some of them were just like barely like an hour.
Yeah, so we got on board, and then basically I went to the pool, the infinity pools on the side, and splashed around in them, and that was nice, very nice actually.
It was 82 degrees Fahrenheit, right? 81,
84, 85.
84 or 5.
Yeah, it was actually quite warm.
So that's nice. That's very comfortable temperature.
The was very nice, yes. So we did that. Then we met up with D and J from Para DJ, and we went off to have an Indulge lunch.
Always good, that Indulge. So no matter what you like, okay? American barbecue, curry, a salad, whatever. There's a lot of different things on there.
Yeah.
So you just order it, and they whisk it up in like seconds. It's amazing. So always fresh, though.
And then we just reconvened later in the evening for...
there was a dance.
Oh, that's right. There was a dance.
Caribbean line dance.
Yes, we went down to the atrium, deck 6.
Kind of funny.
It was hysterical.
Of course, you know, Dee, she's very energetic. She was dancing. Caroline's family member was dancing.
Marion, yep.
And we were like, oh my God, they had such energy. We were like, just sitting there in the atrium bar going, wow, they have a lot of energy.
It was. Again, it's a really hard workout. It's like a 30 minutes aerobic workout. They had a blast though, and it was, as you can see from the footage, it was a giggle, and there was a good turnout. People do get on board for that sort of stuff here.
Yeah.
Chilled for a little bit after that, and then it was time to eat again.
It's something you have to think about though with a cruise ship. Now this particular one has, you know, the local or the locale, whatever you want to call it, open 24 hours a day. But if you didn't have that, you'd have to plan well, because you can get dry times when there's nothing open. And, you know, you don't want that if you're all of a sudden hungry and you're like, well, that's all closed. So
we all popped off to Hudsons.
Which is the main dining room. And, again, a good menu, as you saw, nice things on it.
Beautiful food, actually, yeah.
We all enjoyed it. The wait staff is always perfect.
Super attentive, very nice.
Yeah,
immaculate.
I like it. And you sit by yourself. You know, the thing about Norwegian is you do have that anytime dining. You just show up, they give you a pager like a regular restaurant, and then they page you, and then off you go. They seat you down by yourself. It's like a regular restaurant. So if you prefer to seat with people, I don't know, they may have that, but I haven't seen that being utilized on Norwegian anymore.
I think some of the singles that are on this ship,
maybe
they sit them on like a communal table. Other than that, you don't have to share with other people at all, which is some people much preferable for other people, you know.
Yeah.
We then scarpered after a wonderful meal towards Sid Norman's poorhouse, because they're doing their final show, which was called Sid Norman's Rock the Poorhouse. So it's all about rock and roll.
A lot of rock and roll, as you see.
As you see, yeah.
Big sound, big loud sound. We were in the front again on the couch, and the stools worked out good.
Yeah,
great
loved
views,
it.
And
Brilliant
right up
show.
front, and we'll put what we can in there for you. But
yeah,
do try it. I know it's a bit of a annoying thing to go stand, but if you can catch anything, catch them. Now,
it was easier yesterday because the final showing of Beetlejuice was on.
Yeah,
and that meant that a lot of the show, so people were at that show and not queuing up outside Sid Norman's. So that might be a little helpful hint and tips. Because, you know, if there's a big event going on somewhere else, it's a good chance that you'll be able to get in and get a seat, actually. So that's good. It got quite late after that. We just went up, basically watched a bit of Stephanie and David, saw the night out with a little nightcap, and called it a day. Wrapped it up. And that was it.
That was it. Stay tuned.